Why was the public charge rule created to stop immigration? Imagine trying to bring your family to a new country, but worried about how government rules might affect your plans. That's where the public charge rule comes into play. It's a part of immigration policy that has changed a lot over the years. The rule was not made to stop people from coming to the United States. Instead, it was created to see if immigrants could support themselves financially. Back in 1882, Congress passed the Immigration Act that said the government could deny visas to anyone who might become a burden on public resources. The idea was simple: make sure new arrivals could take care of themselves without needing government help. In 1891, the law was updated to include anyone who might at any time become a public charge. The focus was on preventing people from relying on public assistance. At that time, the government had limited resources, so they wanted to avoid supporting immigrants who couldn't support themselves. For many years, the rules about what made someone a public charge were not very clear. Immigration officers didn't have a strict definition to follow. This meant how the rule was applied could vary a lot. In 1999, the government defined public charge as someone mainly dependent on government cash benefits or long-term institutional care. This meant most immigrants who used welfare benefits were not likely to be denied a green card. Most had sponsors who promised to support them financially, so the government didn't see them as a burden. Things changed again in 2019 under the Trump administration. They expanded the definition to include Medicaid, food stamps, housing aid, energy assistance, and child care subsidies. If an immigrant received any of these benefits for more than 12 months in a 3-year period, they could be considered a public charge and denied a green card. In 2021, the government stopped enforcing the 2019 expanded rule. They went back to the 1999 definition, which was narrower. Then, in December 2022, the Department of Homeland Security introduced a new rule that returned to the original understanding of public charge. Today, the public charge rule mainly looks at whether someone might depend on government support for basic needs. It does not apply to U.S. citizens, lawful permanent residents, or people applying for asylum, refugee status, or other protections. Using public benefits like Medicaid or food stamps does not automatically mean someone will be denied a green card. When immigration officers evaluate public charge, they consider factors like age, health, income, education, skills, family support, and whether a sponsor is available. For families applying through relatives, having a sponsor who can show they earn enough money to support the family helps avoid public charge concerns. The history of the public charge rule shows how policies shift with different government priorities. Knowing what the current rules are can help Latino families plan their immigration journey with confidence.